hit the mute button and didn't realize until I'd already started, so we're good. We are back. We're kinda back. This is, full disclosure, this is the second time I'm recording this, because the first time I was speaking into the wrong side of the mic. I didn't realize there was a wrong and right side of the mic, but there you go. So it turns out I was very incorrect in my previous performance, and so yeah, everything else was not recorded adequately. So now I've turned it around, the audio is way clearer, so I'm like, oh my god, this is like a revelation. Anyway, to begin. Sorry, I have a mic that has a headphone jack, so I'm hearing this very intensely. But anyway, where were we? Good morning, friends, and welcome to another installment of Prime Ratio. As I'm sure you can guess, it is a solo show today. And today we're going to be discussing some behind-the-scenes changes, catching up on what's been going on since the last episode, and reminding / shouting out a couple of things that are coming up in the fixed gear world. My name is Felix, and I am going to be your host, guest, producer, wearer of many hats, more or less. And we might as well just jump into it. So first up, it has been a while. The last time we uploaded, I believe, was in January. I want to say mid to late January. I haven't checked, but last time we uploaded in January, due to effectively just life and work restrictions, we've not been able to consistently line up a date to sit down and record. There's been something that's come up, or we've just been exhausted from the day, or other communication breakdowns have just happened. So as a result of that, Alex has taken a step back and essentially handed the reins over to me. So I am going to be your main host for the foreseeable future. Words, whether that's for better or for worse, only time will tell. So we'll see. Anyway, since we last caught up, there have been a handful of events that have happened, both organized and spontaneous. The first one, which I think we were fresh off the back of last episode, was our Tasmania trip. My partner Sophie and I rode from Hobart to Devonport on bikes. We camped, we explored, we drank, we adventured. It was great. We also had Geordie's first venture into alley cat territory with an event called Sips and Circles, which was interesting to say the least. Also, by the way, forgive the background voices. That is not you going crazy, nor it is me going crazy. There is a dog training session going on next door, so their voices and some probably dog barks will show up as the episode progresses. We had Sips and Circles, which was an interesting premise, basically riding around, doing short laps or head-to-head races, involving in each round a drink of some sort, and it ended being quite, actually not as messy as I thought it would be, which is good. And we ended up going for a swim on the beach and having some fish and chips in the park, which was lovely. We also had, in my opinion, one of the best events of the year. We had Bike Rave, which this year, if you haven't been to a Bike Rave before, I highly recommend it. It usually happens in the first quarter of the year, and it has a different theme. It's exactly what you think it is, literally a rave on bikes, and they usually do it to raise money for a certain charity. I believe it's Kidney Health Australia. I've linked to it before, but yeah, definitely worth checking out if you have any affinity to riding bikes, rave music, and group drinking activities, or all of the above. So we had Bike Rave. Bike Rave was fun. Back to the Future themed, so we had a lot of DeLoreans, a lot of Marty McFlys, just some great times. and I did film that one, so there will be a video coming out of that hopefully soon. We also had the Saintside, I believe it was their 16th show and shine, and a opening of a new shop location for them. That was quite a hot day, a nice event, but we couldn't stay out for very long just because it was relentlessly hot. But definitely a good time. There've been a bunch of photos posted up on Melbourne Alley Cat's Instagram, so if you want to see what that was like, check it out. Otherwise, check out Saintside's socials. We had my first Alley Cat of the year on lock, which was an interesting premise. It worked out fairly smoothly. There weren't any major issues, and everyone seemed to enjoy it. We had a number of sort of highs and lows from that, which we'll probably discuss in the next episode. But that was fun to get into it. The guys next door are vacuuming now, but that's all fine. As I say, we will probably revisit these events in future episodes, and I have made videos on them, so you can expect those to come out. Essentially, I just wanted to catch us up on what's happened so far, and, set up the timeline, make sure we know where we stand, if you will. It's all been good stuff, and yeah, as I say, videos have been made, and will be posted up probably in the coming, few weeks. Moving on from that, we do have a number of immediately upcoming events. Max's Analog Alley Cat was meant to happen, I believe, in February. That has been rescheduled and is now happening next Saturday. That is Saturday, the 29th of March. It's being hosted at Melbourne Museum. Registration opens at 2 p.m. There is a $5 entry fee. And so far as I know, this is going to be a low-tech Alley Cat, so there's going to be no phones and no equivalent technology, which will be interesting. I'm looking forward to it personally. I usually ride along and film, so Max runs a good Alley Cat. His first one was wildly successful, so I'm hoping this continues that trend, but we'll see. And a little later on, we had an event posted up recently. Charlie has posted up an event for Riding Dirty number 4. I believe it's posted for sometime in mid-April, so that will be a good time. The last time I did one, it damn near killed me, but I definitely had a good time, and the footage is generally quite good and well worth it. So it has only just been posted, so more details are still to come, but that's pretty much the only 2 events that I know of coming up. I think Alex is planning an Alley Cat for some time in April. He told me the details of it recently, and it should be fun. So expect a post to come up of that. I don't have anything planned until August, so we'll revisit that as we get to it. But yeah, lots of stuff happening. Lots of stuff has happened, and yeah, it's pretty much prime time. We're winding down to the end of summer, and people are out doing stuff, being creative, and it's great. Now that I am being the solo host of this podcast, I have got plans to bump up the output of episodes. I want to bring more to people. I want to bring more consistency, and I want to have that be a reliable thing. I want to be able to justify putting more funding into it. I want to potentially open up a Patreon to help us both run the podcast, be able to make it and post it out for free, as well as help out the upkeep and overheads of running various events, Alley Cats, swap meets, all that good stuff. So having ideas for videos and being able to fund them independently will be great, but we'll see how we go with the funding. We'll have the Patreon set up if the engagement does build up, as I hope it will. We've got a number of episodes coming up that I'm going to be recording. The next one will be recorded, I believe, on Tuesday and posted up next Sunday. I'd like to continue uploading on Sunday in the early afternoon, just so you've got something to wind down your weekend to, or kick off your week to. That's kind of the place that I think we ought to be in. And yeah, next episode will be featuring returning guest of the podcast, Max, and newcomer Ed. So expect that. That should be good fun. That's been it. It's been, a nice short episode today. I have been Felix. Thank you for listening to this episode of Prime Ratio. You can find me on Instagram and YouTube at Felix the Other Cat. As I said before, there's some new videos coming up in the coming weeks, so keep an eye out for those. And regular media will be posted throughout the week over on Instagram. We have had a couple of questions sent our way. I'm not going to ask any of them to myself because that would be crazy, but I will be integrating them into future episodes. So if you have one or a handful or just a story or something for us to react to, by all means send it through to us either through Instagram at Melbourne Alleycat, that's MELBURN Alleycat, or email it through to us at ridebikesandbemerry@gmail.com. Thank you for listening to this episode of Prime Ratio. If you ride bikes and you want to meet new people who ride bikes, come and ride bikes with us. We run a weekly group ride on Monday nights, starting from Melbourne Museum at 7 p.m, meeting up at 6 p.m. Find more details on Facebook by joining Fixed Gear Melbourne, which is a Facebook group where all the events are posted. You can find routes and other fun stuff linked there. Otherwise, follow Melbourne Alleycat on Instagram, as I mentioned before. Links for everything will be included in the description. Ride bikes, be merry, and we will see you next time.